I feel so lucky now to have you all along, girl. I really love the way you love, girl. Forever I'll be yours, baby. You blow my mind, baby. I'm so alive, baby. You blow my mind, baby. You blow my mind, baby, baby. Light my fire. I feel alive, baby. You blow my mind. I'm satisfied. I'm one of the greatest to ever do it. Lucifer. Oh, sauce it down, sauce it up. Do too much, ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from? Throw it out, going nuts, going down. Oh, sauce it down, sauce it up. Do too much, ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from? Throw it out, going nuts, going down. Every day I'm ballin', so you know I'm scoring. Moving so important, my back is enormous.
Now it's time for 2K TV Interactive. What's my favorite food?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Jazz looking to take charge here at home as we bring it to you live on 2K Sports from Salt Lake City, Utah. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. The Utah Jazz come into this one after the win against the Sacramento Kings.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was just the opposite.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The talented forward pair of Durant and Green at the 3 and the 4. The tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in at the center. Mitchell, the shot, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
Now Curry, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. And Cousins with the lay-in. Steve, obviously every team wants to start a season strong. How do coaches and players create a sense of urgency early in the season?
I think it happens in preseason. It happens in the training camp where you're looking and saying, we have to get off to a good start. And a lot of times coaches are looking at their schedules. The back half of the schedules can be very tough. A lot of road games or a lot of playoff teams. That's why at the beginning you want to get off to a great start. And you got to send that message to your team and let them know the reason why. And I think a lot of times that's when players respond.
Well said. Now let's find out what head coach Quinn Snyder had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, we talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offense. He said, you know, our opponent changes, but our principles stay constant. It's about denying high percentage shots and layups and open threes. If we can make them shoot contested jumpers, and they make them, we'll tip our caps to them. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
You know what, Greg, you're right. So many of their games are decided in the first half because their offense starts clicking, they build up a big lead, and just run away and hide.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Rubio outside. There's the pass to Gobert. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Cousins. The wide open look for Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Rubio against Curry. Rubio, the pass to Gobert. And here's Ingles outside. Great D that time from Durant. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Oklahoma City. You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. So inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
And KD opting out of his deal, Greg, over the summer to re-sign with the Warriors.
And he did so to get a larger deal than he could have otherwise. Durant had already sacrificed money for the team before. Not a surprise to see him get closer to his value. Seems the super team will be intact for years to come.
Favors finds Rubio. Nice ball movement by Utah. 9 feet out. Ingles can't get it to go.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Durant attacking. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jazz trail by 8. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors on D. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. Pass to Ingles. Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Draymond Green. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And being a part of one of the better draft classes of all time, Steve, I think you would agree, is Donovan Mitchell.
2017 was a deep draft, featured tremendous talent at the top. Mitchell was a late riser on most people's boards, but still couldn't crack the top 10.
Now, gentlemen, two shots, roof shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Well, a high level of scrutiny for this Warriors team. Last season, they led the league in technicals and ejections. Smitty, how important is it for them to get a handle on that?
Well, it's not a good look for them, but they have some competitors, but you have to challenge in the right way. Play with poise, and they're fine when they're on the court.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Jay Crowder's checked in for Favors, and Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Joe Ingles. Now here's Durant. A 17-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
Get the best shot you can get. Draymond active in the paint.
Jazz trail by 6. Rubio the pass to Crowder. Sefolosha against Durant. Sefolosha with it. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. And Thompson sends it back.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block.
Here's Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
A nice move. Attacking in the paint with confidence.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Klay Thompson, such a perfect fit on the Warriors. A versatile defender, his score playing off the ball, and just plays the game the right way.
Udo's checked in for the Jazz. Burks comes in for Ricky Rubio. Different look here for the Warriors. Jerebko's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Curry. Now here is Sefolosha. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Lets the 3 fly. Cousins pulls it in. And is there any doubt Klay Thompson could go to another team and average 30 points a game as the main offensive weapon?
Yeah, but you know, he's not an attention seeker, and that's just not his personality. He knows it's more fun to play for a winner. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Cook dishes to Jerebko. Back to Cook. Offensive rebound. Here's Cousins. And the Warriors miss again. Jazz trail by 4. Now here is Sefolosha. Udo kicks to Burks. Jazz passing it around. Sefolosha passes to Udo. Sefolosha with it. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Right wing. Now here's Jerebko. He's guarded closely. It's stolen by Udo. Iguodala against Cephalosha. And the rejection by Cousins.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent pretty much in every phase of the game.
Puts one up from 19. Off the left rim and out.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Cook kicks to Cousins. Livingston looking for the opening. And Jerebko has it in the corner. Passes to Cousins. 5 on the clock. Here's Livingston. Off the mark, and the drought continues. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Burks can't get it to go. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Livingston dishes to Cook. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Puts it up. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his first points of the night. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors ahead. They lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. One of the most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins, talked about his maturation over time.
And a player that thought he knew it all, thought he was the best thing walking, and you know, I think I've humbled.
And you know, Greg, you see it on the floor now when Cousins keeps his emotions in check. He's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump. And that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early. An aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Jerebko. Then there's Iguodala. And there's Livingston. And it's Cook in at the 1. And the first one drops. Well, Iguodala signing an extension with the Warriors in the summer of 2017. He did not come cheap. 3 years and $48 million.
Well, I guess he sacrificed enough. He comes off the bench. They ask him to guard everybody. He earned that payday.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Burks.
Blazing first step of Burks, enabling him to leave the defense in his wake.
Jerebko, the pass to Cook. Back to Jerebko. It's stolen by Udo. Burks finds Crowder. It's stolen by Jerebko. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other. Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Mitchell wide open. That shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And you saw that offensive flow they got into, really maximized everything they do well.
What you try to do is dictate the pace, play to your strengths. They were successful at both.
Now here's Crowder, and he gets it to go. Crowder's got his second basket of the night.
Jay Crowder, not the biggest guy, but he's crafty in the painted area, knows how to get his shot.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Last year was a tricky one for Crowder. Pretty much all of his shooting percentages were down, just never seemed to get into a rhythm.
different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Favors comes in for Jay Crowder. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Mitchell. The Warriors leading. And talking about Jay Crowder, he was traded a couple times last season. It seemed to have an effect.
Coming into a new scheme, Kevin, it's never easy. When you're a role player like Crowder, you have to figure out how to fit in. But give him credit, he still fought hard, and he gave great effort.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry kicks to Thompson. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And then Favors with the dunk.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. A powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by Utah. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Rubio, and too long on the shot. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. It's Durant with the drive, and the rejection by Favors.
The 7'4" arm span of Favors paying big dividends when it comes to rim protection.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. Burks the pass to Gobert. Rubio against Curry. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Over Jones. Gobert can't hit. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Curry gets the bucket.
I mean, a pull-up, Jay, that is awesome to get a chance to see him on the floor, stopping on a dime, and pulling up.
Thompson against Burks. Stolen by Thompson. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Here's Durant, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Utah. Draymond Green credits his upbringing in Saginaw, Michigan for his toughness, Steve.
He comes from a long line of people who love to talk. On the playgrounds in Michigan, you have to back it up. So he was always determined to earn respect by winning, no matter what.
And Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. A lot of statistics to try to devour. The plus-minus statistics are some that really stand out for fans and players. How useful you think a tool that is?
You know, I love it, Kevin, because then you get a chance to see the guys who, you know, the stats we look at is rebounds, points, assists, and blocks, and steals. There are some guys that make an impact without having those numbers, and it goes by what the score is. And that plus-minus helps those guys who I would say not as skillful as some of the guys as far as putting up stats that way, but you can see the team plays better when this guy is on the floor, no matter how many points he scores.
Did you pay attention to the plus-minus?
Kevin, I'm so old, they didn't have plus-minus.
I didn't mean to embarrass you there, Steve. I am so sorry. Now, here's Ingles, following the miss by Draymond Green.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one's good. Durant.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Jazz trail by 8. Utah calls timeout.
The Warriors have 3 elite scorers, but in the half court, Steph Curry is the key. It all starts with his ability to break down the D, get into the lane, and create for his teammates.
Switch here. Cousins is checked in.
And here's a look at some stats for Rubio. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 13 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
Steve, you think about Curry inside. How about his finishing? I mean, just amazing.
A shot maker, not just a shooter. Whether it's pull-ups, floaters, English off the glass, he's high efficiency without being a high flyer.
Now, here's Green. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. And Durant gets it to go, the assist by Green. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rubio against Curry. Can they get it? Another miss by Utah.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And another three for Golden State.
Range that extends out to the parking lot. How do you guard that?
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Favors in the post, guarded by Green. Favors can't get it to go.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
Now Rubio, after the missed three from Klay Thompson, tipped away. Here is Durant. He's got 14. Outside, Green. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
Curry kicks to Durant. Cousins, the pass to Durant. Inside, 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Burks, nobody around. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
1:39 left in the first half. Rubio against Curry. Outside, Green. Here's Cousins, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
So difficult to stop. You try and match his physicality. Nope. There's Cousins going to the line.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Warriors leading by 12. And here's Livingston. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Urepko. He kicks it to Cook. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Warriors, #1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered by Livingston. Udo dishes to Rubio. And the rejection by Cousins. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Livingston. And that's good off the glass that time. Livingston's got his second bucket of the night.
And don't kid yourself about Cousins. He has the ability to see the whole floor, and he's willing to share the wealth.
Now, here's Mitchell. To the paint, here's Crowder. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Here's Iguodala. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Udo picks one up.
Great drive to the rim by Iggy. His aggressiveness really forcing the D to get physical with him.
The Warriors have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
5 seconds left to play in the first half. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 assist. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie, they were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots, did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the refs to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that'll do it.
Welcome back, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. a sight to see when you get that kind of perspective from above. And now the third quarter about to get going. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Steve, you think about Coach Steve Kerr as a player, the 50th pick in 1988, and for his career, the best three-point percentage in NBA history.
I played with him, and I played against him. Always had to know where he was on the floor. The perfect coach for this sharpshooting team.
Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now, here's Mitchell. Now, Gobert. Count that bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Percentage-wise, one of the top free throw shooters in NBA history. Steph has certainly made an imprint on this game.
And both free throws good for Curry. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. And the shot is good.
Taking the contact, almost using it to his advantage. Clay able to convert.
Rubio finds Favors. Ingles up top. The pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. And Utah another 3.
Great play calling, execution, 3 for 3 to start the half.
Thompson outside. Pass to Cousins. Curry against Rubio. Durant deciding where to go with it. Here's the 3. Curry can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 9. Ingles passes to Rubio, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 10 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Favors kicks to Ingles. Favors against Green. And Derek Favors with the slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Curry against Rubio. Curry's shot is good. 12 points for him.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Utah calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
A different look for Utah. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Favors. And it's Burks in for Ricky Rubio. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
The Utah Jazz, their offense, they can go at you from several angles. They have a lot of shot creators and a lot of guys that can put it on the floor. Solid shooting, and they don't get sped up on the offensive end.
Now, here's Burks. 7 points in the game. The shot's good. Burks has got 9.
Alec very comfortable shooting from mid-range. That's a shot he can get with his driving ability.
Tipped away. On the wing, Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Smitty, with the Jazz offense, they are looking for that corner 3.
Yes, indeed. They took advantage of that last season. They took the most corner 3s in the league, and they had the 3rd highest percentage from there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Klay Thompson came ready-made to the NBA as far as his three-point shooting goes, Steve. But what impresses you most with how he's developed the rest of his game?
Well, he was a shooter. Now he's a scorer. He can post up, he can knock it down from the mid-range, and he can make plays off the dribble now. You can tell he spent a lot of time on his footwork.
That one misses.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Iguodala with the steal. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
To the inside. Crowder with it. He's got 8. Great D that time from Durant.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Sefolosha against Iguodala. Shoots from the line. 5 to shoot. Baseline try. No good from Durant.
He likes to work that in-between area. Upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Mitchell's shot is good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Outside, Green. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Jazz.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 9. Kicks to Gobert. Passes it to Burks. Mitchell dishes to Crowder. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Don't sleep on Jay Crowder now. He can do that to you every trip down.
Curry against Mitchell. They need this one. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Jazz trailed by 3. Here's Crowder. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. Thompson outside from downtown. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute. And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms, and is very quick off his feet.
And talking about Mitchell, you have the physical profile, and then you have the intangibles.
The first one, he's a highly competitive guy. The strides he's made with his shooting speaks volumes about his work ethic. Great character and very well spoken.
First one falls for him. Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Damian Jones is checked in for your Rebco.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Andre Iguodala. Last season's performance for him averaged about 6 points a game last season, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against the Knicks, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
3-on-3. Here's Cephalosha, and the layup's good off the glass. Cephalosha's got 6 points.
And a late reaction by the defense makes that one a no contest.
You know, he got out before people could turn their heads, and he's already gone with no hesitation.
Iguodala finds Green. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Good work defensively by Crowder for the lead. And Mitchell with the layup. Mitchell's got the lead up to 1 now for Utah.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Livingston with it. O'Neal's there. Count it. He has 6. A minute 20 left here in the third quarter. Utah shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Jazz lead by 1.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Cook, the pass to Green. Good work there as it goes. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here's Livingston. D right on him. He gets it in there.
What concentration from Green there. So talented at burying shots and playing through contact.
35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mitchell kicks to Udo. Now, here is O'Neal. He's covered by Livingston. Here's Mitchell. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 10 seconds left in the 3rd. It's Crowder on the wing. With 2 seconds left, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Jazz lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson and Iguodala make up the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Jerebko, and it's Cook in at point guard. Now here is Cephalosha. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. But they get it back. And the wide open shot from Crowder. It's good from long range. Crowder's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Utah. Thompson in the corner. Feeds to Cousins. Rebound, Utah. Udo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now, here's Rubio. Guarded closer. Poke loose. Just 5 on the clock. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And now an 8-point Jazz lead.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Here's Iguodala, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
3 titles in the last 4 seasons for the Warriors. Dynasty, that word you don't throw around lightly, but we're witnessing one in Golden State.
No good on the free throw. And the Warriors going into last season ranked by odds makers as the highest favorite ever. Smitty, in any sport.
Yes, the clear favorites, and that remains the case this season again. They've assembled a roster that stands as one of the all-time greats.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Cephalosha.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Well, he's a guy who is built for these kind of plays. DeMarcus using his size and skill to full advantage.
And Favors kicks to Rubio. Back to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Timeout called the Warriors. And for DeMarcus Cousins, it's just good to see him back and seemingly not with any ill effects of that Achilles injury.
Injuries like that are always scary, especially to big men. With Cousins, you never worried about him missing so much time. The concern was him regaining all his burst and agility.
A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Crowder, and Alec Burks subbed in for O'Neal. Then for the Warriors, Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala, and Curry subbed in for Quinn Cook. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Okay, David, thanks. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Durant.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Gobert against Cousins. Here's Favors. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
That's where majority of Favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
And Curry, here we go. And it's in there.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Here's Rubio, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Burks on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Burks can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 6. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Curry out to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 8th assist in the game. And the Jazz with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Gobert. Burks finds Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Burks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
A tremendous athlete. Unfortunately for Burks, he has had some bouts with injuries, but he's a guy who can take over stretches with his length and quickness.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Alec Burks, he's just one of those guys you just love to watch attack the rim and attack that defense.
Yes, he's a nice ball handler, can create his own offense. He can get to the rim, and he gets to the line. He only needs a better jump shot to take the next step.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. And the rejection by Favors. Burks looking around. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 5. That one good for 2.
I mean, another one for KD. Terrific scoring night, even for him.
Now, here's Rubio. He kicks to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Favors, and it's good from the elbow.
You have to respect Favors. His jumper is lights out.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. And that one comes up a bit short.
No one near him. That's one he's got to hit. One he usually hits.
Ingles with the ball. Working on Jerebko, and he gets it back. And the basket by Ingles.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Durant, the pass to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Just another reason why we have to love Stephen Curry. His ability to provide baskets in key situations.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jay Crowder.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Jazz. Now, here's Mitchell. There's the pass to Gobert. Rubio against Curry. Now here's Gobert. He's tightly guarded. 16 feet away. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ingles against Durant. Lets a floater go. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Push, push, push the basketball and get out of his way. Donovan Mitchell, fantastic on the break.
Durant finds Curry. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
He's been huge from deep. That's where he's done most of his damage. And if they need another 3, he'll be the guy.
Now, here's Mitchell. Now, here's Ingles. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That can happen when the energy gets turned up, the stakes gets raised. Bad miscue.
Tavo Cephalosha is checked in for Joe Ingles. .144 left in the fourth. Curry against Rubio. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Green lives for these kind of moments, always ready when his name is called.
Here's Mitchell. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
It's Curry with the drive. Cousins, no one around him, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Confidence and trust they have in DeMarcus. Everything on the line, they put the ball in his hand.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. The dish to Durant. Back to Curry. Durant in the corner. It's money from deep.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 3. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try it.
Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Cephalosha. Over Durant. Sinks it. And that shot brings them to within just one. And now they decide to foul intentionally. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
Here's Mitchell. Buries it.
The youngster is not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kicks it to Cephalosha. Puts up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Out to the right wing. Shoots the 3. Misses the 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
I'm on a roll. I think so, you know,
Reporting